Off of Ansar Khan from MLive.
Hi, Patrick. Can you give us some of your thoughts just on uh, your anticipations of this first game after 10 months? It's been so long. Just what do you think it's going to be like for the players who haven't played so long, just getting out there after this long an absence?
Well, I think it's going to be, I watched some of the games last night, and it was a little bit of a rust to start with. But I think, to be honest, even the teams that played in the playoffs, it was quite some time since they played as well. So I don't think it's been too much of an advantage for them. So, but I think it's been looking pretty crisp there at the end of training camp. So I anticipate that we should be pretty good.
Thanks.
Next up, Max Boltman with The Athletic.
Hey, Patrick, sorry about the Zamboni noise in the background. Just curious, what has stood out to you from some of the new teammates that have come in here, whether that's Brome, Stetcher, Merrill, Masnikov? Who's caught your eye, and what do you like about it?
No, I think most of the players have played as they've been advertised. I think Brome actually has looked pretty good. I haven't seen him a ton, even though he's a Swede, but he's been playing in the Swedish league. But I think he's looking quick and good with the puck. So I think he can help us in that area. And I think some of the other guys I've been playing against for a few years, and you know what you're going to get with Stetcher and Stahl, and Bobby Ryan is a good skilled player. The Masnikov is quick, and he's creative with the puck and responsible. So I think they've all looked good, and they're going to help us in different ways.
It seems like the depth on defense, especially, could be kind of a big step forward for you guys this season. Do you feel that way? I guess, and what's the advantage that's going to have in such a fast-paced season that this will be?
Yeah, absolutely. I think we got a lot of good D, and that's obviously a very good thing for us, especially a year like this when you don't know if who's going to be in or out with the virus or injuries. So that's for sure an advantage for us. But I think even the forwards looking good, and I think we got two really good goalies. So we're just deeper all over, I think.
Thank you.
Next up, Ted Colfin with Detroit News.
Hey, hi, Patrick. Hey, how do you expect these games to look like early on? Do you think they'll be more up and down, or are they going to be more defensive type of games these first few weeks? Because like you said, the long time off and all that.
Yeah, that's a good question. You don't really know what to expect, to be honest with you. Also, depending on what team you're playing, I think Carolina wants to play an up-paced game, and that's how they've played in the past. Forechecking hard, close and quick in the D zone. So I think they obviously want to play to their identity, and so do we. So hopefully it's going to be fun games to watch. Not too much up and down, but I think it's going to be a good hockey.
Kind of segueing off a little bit of Max's question. I mean, is this a better defensive team overall, you think, Patrick, this year?
It should be. You never know. For sure, it should be. I mean, the way it's been looking in training camp, I think it's been looking good. We obviously want to keep getting better all the time, and we're going to have to evaluate every game that we're playing, every practice that we're doing. So, but as of right now, yes. But you never know. Hopefully.
Did it feel kind of normal going out there this morning, or just a little different? I mean, knowing the season starting, and here it is, whatever, mid-January or something. I mean, and then the 10-month layoff on top of it. How did it feel going out there this morning, and how does it feel being on a game day finally?
No, it feels good. I think this is what we've been waiting for a long time, and it's just going to be fun, and it's kind of like a finally, you try to stay in the moment as well. You don't want to get too much of a perspective on it. You want to stay in the moment and be focused and be here and now. So I think as it looked on the morning skate, I thought it was crisp. I thought it was a lot of focus out there. So hopefully we will have that in the game as well.
Sounds good. Thanks for this, Patrick.
Thank you.
Next up, Trevor Thompson, Fox Sports Detroit.
Patrick, just along those same lines, from the standpoint of you had the red and white games with no fans. There'll be no fans there, and guys have talked about having to generate their own energy. How tough is that? How different is it with the rink, with the tarps in the seats rather than fans, and having to generate your own energy? Can you just talk about playing from that standpoint? Thanks.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be a challenge like everything else this year. So it's going to be a challenge, but I think for us, if we focus on playing good hockey, it's I think it's going to grow from there. And once you're if you're winning, it's fun. You grow energy from that, and you create energy when you have fun. So I think that's what we're going to have to focus on, and not focus on too much that there's no people in the stands.
All right, we'll take a quick pause and finish up with Coach Blashill shortly.